Okay, so there's this piece of advice, right? We've all heard it a million times. It's practically a cliche. It starts like this, and I bet you already know how it ends.
Yep, you got it. Live every day as if it were your last. And, on the surface, that sounds really deep, doesn't it? Like this huge call to action to seize the day, appreciate everything.
But hang on a second. Let's really dig into that. Is focusing so hard on the end, on a final day, actually the best way to live a full, energetic life? I mean, what if there's a hidden catch to this whole idea?
So this is where it gets super interesting. When you actually adopt that mindset, something happens in your brain, kind of under the surface. Thinking about your last day, well, it unconsciously primes you for one thing: closure. You start thinking about wrapping everything up. And that focus on the end can have some pretty negative side effects you might not expect. Like you might find yourself a little reluctant to start something new, or maybe you hesitate to really pour your energy into a long-term project. It can even kind of squash your curiosity. It all adds up to this emotional weight, this slow, subtle pulling back from life.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Why begin something new if there is no tomorrow? I mean, seriously, if every single day is the finish line, then that spark to start something, to build, to explore, it just starts to flicker out. It's a mindset that without you even noticing can make your world a whole lot smaller.
So, okay, we see the problem with the last day mindset. But what's the solution? What's the alternative? Well, let's dive into a totally different way of thinking. One that I think is way, way more powerful.
I want to introduce you to something called the birthday mindset. Now, the idea here is actually super simple, but it's a total game changer. It's about living every day with the energy of a brand new beginning. Think about it. It's about tapping into that feeling of celebration, that openness, that gratitude that just comes naturally on a birthday.
Right? I mean, just think about the vibe of a birthday. It's not about an ending. It's a beginning. It's packed with joy. You're open to whatever the day brings, and you just feel grateful to be here. And that's the whole point. It's a huge shift. We're moving away from finality and towards possibility, away from obligation and into real, genuine enthusiasm.
And wow, when you put them next to each other, the difference is just night and day. The last day mindset, it kicks off with anxiety, right? That fear of missing out. But the birthday mindset starts with gratitude. I'm just so happy to be here. One closes you off and makes you withdraw, and the other, it just opens up your world and pulls you in. Let's bring this down to earth for a second. Picture someone who's been told they only have a certain amount of time left. Now, even if they have the best attitude in the world, their energy can often turn inward, become a bit withdrawn, a little hesitant. Now, flip that. Think about how you feel when you wake up and it's your birthday. Bam! Instant excitement, right? Gratitude. You're ready to meet new people, try new things. You're not just existing, you're celebrating being alive.
And that shift in focus, that's everything. Last day thinking has a way of shrinking your world down to just, your own personal comfort. But the birthday mindset, it does the opposite. It makes your world bigger. It gets you thinking about your community, about what you're learning, how you can contribute. You're not just in your own little bubble, you're part of the whole shebang.
Okay, and I want to be super clear about something. This is not about ignoring reality or pretending death isn't a thing. Of course it is. This is all about making a conscious choice. The birthday mindset totally gets that our time here is limited, but it makes a stand. It refuses to let the final chapter dictate how every single other page is written. It's about living, really celebrating life right up until that final day.
So what if, instead of waking up with that heady feeling of a potential ending, you had a new mantra? A simple but incredibly powerful phrase that can just completely reframe your day. And it's this: today is my birthday.
And here's how you can actually do it. Think of this as your daily invitation. Step 1, start your day with celebration, just a little bit of joy. Step 2, move through your day with gratitude. Really appreciate being right here, right now. And step 3, end your day with a sense of fullness, knowing you gave it your all, that you really lived it.
Because ultimately, that's the massive difference, isn't it? One mindset is basically about survival mode, always living in the shadow of the end, and man, that can just drain you. But this new mindset, it's about actually truly living. It's a perspective that fuels you up instead of tearing you down. It fills you with excitement and curiosity and joy. And that brings us right here to the last and maybe the most important question of all. Because this isn't just some nice idea, right? It's something you can actually do. So I want you to look at the rest of your day through this brand new lens and ask yourself, what are you going to do on your birthday today?